Today we're going to make a soap in a 1-pound mold to ease the pain of that 5-pound batch I just made. But really the reason is because when I made my South Carolina soap, I have a little bit of Crescent moon left. So it was enough to, fit in the 1-pound mold. I'm going to use a little bit of soap dough here to make some stars. Fragrance we're going to use is a brand new one that I bought from Nurture Soap, Lavender Sage. It's a very pleasant lavender smell with just a little tinge of, I guess, sage. I didn't know what sage smelled like, but it's... We're also going to be using my Lilac Infused Olive Oil. Since I have so much of this, not every time I use my Lilac Infused Olive Oil am I going to make a lilac themed soap, because that would be too much lilac soap. We're also going to be using some French green clay because I just enjoyed it so much last time. Kaolin clay as usual. Sugar, something I've never used before. Is it pronounced jojoba beads, or is it jojoba, or is it Jojoba? This is a gift from Renee. You know who Renee is? She's a fantastic lady. I also plan to use some sugar pearls on the top, and I think I'm going to use both of these glitters, Peridot glitter, Silver Rainbow glitter. I forgot to bring with me over here the micas that I was going to use. Basically, I'm going to use some green, bluish, purplish, and a little bit of activated charcoal because I'm going to try to make a night sky with some colors in it. And I just forgot to bring it over here, and I'm sorry. I accidentally poured my lilac infused oil without you watching, even though I thought you were watching, but here are my lilacs that have been sitting in oil. There's still some left in this jar. The fun little benefit of having a 1-pound batch is using small containers. I forgot to mention in the intro that I have some Tussah silk fibers in here. I wasn't very organized for my intro, was I? We are going to go ahead and add in our fragrance as well as green clay, kaolin clay, sugar, jojoba beads, and sodium lactates in here. Now, here we have our green mica. It's actually green vibrance with a little bit of activated charcoal to make it darker, and then the glitter, green glitter. Pour a little of our batter in there. Do some thorough mixing by not thoroughly mixing it. We're going to pour just a little on the bottom here. My cheap little mini mixer. Let me just go ahead and use it real quick. Well, so far our batter is behaving very nicely. I'm just going to pour this in here. Let it do whatever it decides it wants to do in there. Sorry, you weren't even looking at it very well. Now I'm going to add batter to the blue. This is, I don't remember what kind of blue this is. And then purple. Beautiful, isn't it? And this is all going to be black. Activated charcoal. 2 more teaspoons there. We're going to add a little bit of this silver rainbow glitter. It's so pretty. Man. We're going to stick blend this. Okay, I think we're done with that stick blender for now. Whoa, this is a pretty purple. I better go back and see what purple I used. Didn't even pay attention, I just picked one. Forgot to mention that Minamo is helping us again. She said she had so much fun with that hot process soap, she wanted to do a cold process. Pour in some purple and some blue. I guess we'll do it quick. This is still pretty thin batter here. But either way, we're going to try to pour some of this in here. And hopefully maybe it'll try to sit on top. I think it's moving it, but that's okay. If it wants to make like a hillside, that's fine. Then we will add in a star. Make that one a little lower. Another star. Another star. Hopefully this turns out okay. Another star there. A little bit more batter. We need to get our moon in here. I did not cover it in activated charcoal because this is a black soap. You don't really need to do that with black soap. You know what? I think the moon should be on the other side. Here's an example of showing that you can alter your design as you go. Just as a little extra messy when you do that. Stars. Bit of our blue, bit of our purple. Let's just do a little something like that. We're gonna sprinkle some pearls on top. Then on top of this, we're gonna put a little bit of glitter. And that's that. Here we are tomorrow. Oh, I just love that glitter. And look at the lack of soda ash. That makes me so happy. There. So these 1 pound molds, I'm guessing literally hold 16 ounces of liquid or something. Because every time I make 1 pound batch with this mold, I have a decent amount of extra batter left over that I have to figure out what am I going to do with that. So what did I do with my extra batter? Well, we made a cute little sparkly rat soap. Figured we get that unmolded as well. Pretty, huh? Beautiful. I like things that sparkle. What do you think, Minamo? You like it? No, there's no fish on it. It's little rats. Slice off our end. There's our first slice. My land really turned into a hill, didn't it? That's okay. I'll show you what I'm planning next. There's still one more thing I want to add to the soap. Whoa, that went right between those two pearls. That's convenient. Whoa. Amazing how that blue and purple kind of disappeared, isn't it? Looks like a night sky to me. I love it. Well, this one I'll definitely be running into a pearl or two. There goes one, two. Ooh. Cool. And our final slice. Some of you may recognize this cute little mouse, and I am going to attach the cute little mouse to the bar of soap. And the way we're going to do that is we will scratch the back of the mouse to help with adhesion, hopefully. And then we'll take some water. I'm going to do a little bit of texturing on here, but not very much because it's really, really fresh soap. And stick it on here. And then after this dries, I will put little eyes on him and a little pink nose. So here we've got some melt and pour. I've already painted, but just showing you how I give a little life to these cute little mice by giving them pink ears, pink nose, pink tail, pink feet, and then I will turn this black and then give them black eyes. And here is our completed bars of soap.